Welcome, honorable audience. Today is the sixth day question answer session, which is organized by TOEFL under Gita Gyan Ganga Abhiyan. Today, again, we got good opportunity to have Pujya Guruji with us. Guruji, Sadar Pranam. Guruji, in previous two sessions, you have given detailed analysis of dharma and religion. You also clearly said that lack of dharma siksha is the cause of all problem in education institutions. We are facing crisis of character among our youth. How to inject human values in our children and youth? Kindly give appropriate solution for this serious problem of the day.
Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Shri Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Most welcome our intellectual listeners. I welcome and greet Shri Dilip also, who has put a very important question: how to develop human character among our youth and children. Now at present we are facing a all-round crisis of character. First of all, we shall understand what is character. The meaning of character is nature as per external form is called character. External form of an animal, let us take any animal. A tiger is there. If he has the nature of tiger, he is called a tiger. Tiger of nature is the character of tiger. Like that, if a cow has a nature of cow, the nature is the character of cow. So as if a human body has a human nature, then he is called a human being. What has happened at present? Our youth have a human form, but they have no that human character. Because in other animals and birds and other species, they develop their nature with their physical growth. Automatically they inherit, they develop. They need no training, no education. But we do not have this privilege. We are born as innocents and we are being trained and educated to have that human nature. That human nature in human body is called the human character. This is not automatically we get. Therefore, the present education system has dual responsibility to develop a human character and to develop a productive talent. Productive talent means an ability to do some work, some production. And nobility means what? A value based human character. What is human character? Human character is that which is guided and governed by values, virtues. This guidance of values and virtues is not inherited by any children with physical growth. Through education, it is injected. That is called Dharma Shiksha in our traditional education system. The present education system may be successful in development of productive talent, good engineers, good doctors, but the system is unable to develop a human character. If an engineer is there, a doctor is there, a very good doctor, but he should also be a good human being. That making him a good human being is the development of character. If he is not a good human being, what he will do? He will misuse his productive talent for earning more money, for accumulating worldly pleasures, enjoying. In many ways, he will use his talent for exploitation. When we have that human character with talent, we use our talent for nourishing the society, for nourishing the nation. We do not use that talent for exploitation. Now what has happened? This both, when human character plus productive talent is equal to one good citizen. If we want to make a good citizen, we should have the development of productive talent plus a human character. If a productive talent is there, that character is not there, the talent will be misused, which will harm the society, family and nation. If one has a very good character, but he does not know to do any work, he has no productive talent, then such character becomes a burden on society and family. I am a very good person, very character, high character, I have all the values, but I do not do any work. I have no talent to execute any work. What is the use of such character? It has no use. Therefore, without productive talent, the character becomes useless. And without character, the talent becomes harmful. These are the opposite influences of both. Therefore, our education system is responsible for, on one side, development of human character plus the productive talent. Now the question is, what we are lacking now? We are lacking that development of human values, virtues, that we call character. Character has two pillars. One is called discipline, anushasana, and another is called propriety of conduct. That is, we call maryada in Sanskrit. What is discipline? As we have understood it, discipline means to impose some strictures. You have to sit like that, you have to act like that, you have to do like this. It is not discipline. Anushasana or discipline means self-governance. When we start get governed by our own self, our own wisdom, without not having any pressure or any command from outside, we do all our work on our own, then what happens? That becomes discipline. I am a disciplined man means what? I need no command from outside for any of my work. From early morning getting up to till night go to bed, I am doing all my work and duty by my own self-governance. I am not taking any directions from outside. This is called the discipline, anushasana. And then second is maryada. Maryada means what? Sometimes we are passing in doing different types of work. And sometimes we are passing in the family, in the society, with all the relations. How to maintain the relationships when you have the knowledge of propriety of conduct, where we have to behave in what way, with parents how you have to behave, with wife how you have to behave, with children how you have to behave, with your employer how you have to behave, with your subordinates how you have to behave, in society how you have to behave. This behavioral aspect, appropriate behavior, where you have to show affection, where you have to show respect, where you have to show love, where you have to show mercy, where you have to show compassion, all these values, how to apply it in your behavior. That is the maryada. A relationship, the propriety of conduct should not be broken. Our God incarnate, Sri Ramachandra, is the example of this both, discipline and propriety of conduct. He never broke discipline, nor he never broke the propriety of conduct. Even with Kaikeyi, the stepmother who sent her to forest, he did not misbehave with her. He gave the same respect as he was giving before, even after coming from forest. This is the propriety of conduct. Then what is there? 1 minute. When we say that Dharma Shiksha means what? From Gurukul, when students used to come home after the education of 8 years or 12 years, the last teaching or sermon, what they used to say, Matridevo Bhava, Pitradevo Bhava, Atithidevo Bhava, Acharya Devo Bhava. Treat parents as gods. Treat the guest as God. Because our in household, every door, every family is waiting the God and God alone. What is the philosophy behind that? That the guest who has come, he may be God. Therefore, we should treat him as God and welcome him and serve him with whatever we have with us. Then Acharya Devo Bhava. Acharya means who has given all this knowledge. It is Dharma Shiksha who has given. He should be treated as God because he has made our life worth living. If there is no human character in human form, it is worthless. Why there is so much of disturbance in society and nation in the world today? Because form is human, but human nature is not there. Therefore, so much of enmity, violence, hatred, envy, all are getting guided by vices. Because there are two forces working in our minds. One is noble force is working, one is evil force is working. When we say Dharma Shiksha means what? Development of character means what? It is to train our mind to get guided by noble forces, by values, and try to avoid the guidance of vices. What are the vices? Desire, anger, greed, illusion, envy, pride, ego. These are all vices. There are many, there are 100. What are the values? That dharma is the primary value. Dharma means what? I have shown it in my previous lectures. That dharma means what? Which gives us the clear knowledge in our reasoning that what is right, what is wrong, what is justice, what is injustice. That is the primary value, basic value, dharma. If we have dharma, then what will come? The truth will come. If we do not have truth in life, we will not have peace in life. If we have truth within self, we are in peace. In family, if truth is there, the family is in peace. If in society truth is governing, then society is in peace. Like that, peace is rooted in truth. If there is no truth, there is no peace. Then from truth what comes? Faith comes, faith. That is the felt self-confidence. That is the value every individual should have. That faith means faith on something, God or something. It is not, afterwards it will come on God. God is nowhere outside. He is inside, God is inside. We need not have faith any God outside. We should have faith in God inside, on self. That is we call self-confidence. That is the real lifeline of inner body. That makes the human being. If we do not have faith, then we are dead from inside. And then from faith, truth what? Faith comes. From faith what comes? Love divine comes, which called prema. Then sacrifice comes. Then mercy comes, kindness comes, compassion comes, forgiveness comes, all good things comes, virtues. Satik kshama damostayam shaucham indriya nigraha dhir vidya satyam akrodha dashakam dharma lakshanam. They are the 10 values which symbolize the dharma. Sati means patience, kshama means forgiveness, dhamma means what? To have control on our indriyas, on our organs, sense organs and active organs. Asteyam, not stealing anybody's anything. Shaucham, always our stomach is clear, we are healthy. Indriya nigraha, control on indriyas. Truthful, akrodha, without anger. These are 10 symptoms of dharma. Therefore, what is here now, this Dharma Shiksha is not only limited to education institution or system. Actually, this Dharma Shiksha or this injecting of values started from the early childhood in the family. The grandparents in our united family system in our country, the grandparents used to tell the story from the early childhood, the story of Raja Harishchandra, Dhruva, Prahalada. They are all the ideal characters of our Puranas, mythology and history, ancient history. They have created examples of truth, of faith, how much faith we should have on God. It is the Prahalada who proved it. Harishchandra proved it about his truth, how to be always on truth. They are all the ideals of our life. Therefore, from the early childhood, from grandparents, from parents, like that, this injection of, this teaching of values, the character was there from early childhood. And when they used to go to schools, colleges, there from teachers they used to get it more stronger and stronger. And then they used to come to society, get married. Now what is happening? Why there is no value injected to children? Because the family, making of family in our Indian tradition, it is mother, father and children make the family. Now how we are making the family? It is wife, husband and children, we are making the family. Wife and husband, they will not get any respect from children. Only mother and father will get respect. Because biologically, the couple, they are becoming parents, but mentally they are wife and husband. Therefore, they are unable to give any practical example of value-based life. The life is not value-based. It is based on enjoyment of worldly pleasures. It is guided by vices. Therefore, and our food system and all this system has gone out of gear. Because in student life, non-veg food was restricted. In no institution, in Indian institutions, non-food was not served. Even the caste or communities who were used to eat non-veg food, they were only allowed to eat that food when they went home and got married, and then they had the authority to eat meat. In schools and colleges, in educational institutions, in mess, there was no non-veg food. Therefore, when vegetarian food was there, then all our thoughts were pure, they were soft. Now we are eating non-veg, our students, our children, they are getting violence from inside because food makes the thoughts and thoughts guide us. As the food will be pure, so much the thoughts will be pure. And when thoughts will be pure, then our actions will be balanced. So therefore, what is happening now? We should again change our structure of family when we make the family from mother, father and children, brothers and sisters, all come together. Even parents come together. Now when wife and husband, even father, mother became under the son and daughter-in-law. Therefore, they are unable to get proper respect also. Therefore, the whole system of our family is to be reallocated, readjusted, that the couples who come, get married, our daughters used to trained at homes before marriage to become mothers, not wives. You have to become a mother. That was the future of every girl. Before marriage, what she was prepared to become a mother. So therefore, when any woman becomes mother, she becomes somewhat serious. She is not right like as a wife. She will not quarrel with husband. No arguments between them. Therefore, why character is not developed in children? Because the parents are fighting with each other. As much they are educated, so much fight is there. So much ego is there. Therefore, how I see it, that how now to give this dharma shiksha to our children at home, in schools, in colleges, how to develop this. So I found that the crisis of character is the basis, and the only intellectual book of reasoning is Srimad Bhagavad Gita. The essence of all Vedas and Upanishads and all our Indian wisdom. The essence of Indian wisdom is Srimad Bhagavad Gita, and that is the source of Dharma Shiksha. Because Arjuna asked that, I am confused about Dharma, he said. Dharma sammudha cheta. My chitta, my reasoning is confused about Dharma. Means I am unable to know what is to be done and what not to be done. I should kill these people, my enemies, or I should get killed by them. What is correct? What is justice? What is injustice? I am confused. And he was a warrior. He did not want to fight. That means he was giving up the character of warrior. What Sri Krishna Paramatma, the Jagat Guru, the world teacher, what he did through the sermon of Gita, he injected the character of a warrior in him and make him stand for fight. Because that was the dharma, that was the command of dharma. Dharma means what? To be duty conscious. Duty is dharma. What is my duty? Teaching is my duty. So teaching is my dharma. Like that, at present, what we have to do, I have been trying to influence the universities, education institutions, and here in Varanasi and around, and in South also some institutions, I have been giving the Gita lectures for how to make our children, our youth, how to inject values in them, how to make them understand, because it is the age of science and technology. Our all scriptures are in language of heart, that is based on faith, which our youth have no faith now. They have reasoning, they have doubt. They want to know how, why, what. For all that why, what, how, Gita has replies. Therefore, I have chosen that Gita is only capable of building a strong character in our youth and in our children in coming generation. Therefore, this Gita Jnana Ganga campaign has been started by the Organization of Individual Development, which is dedicated for physical, mental and intellectual wellness of all, one and all. Therefore, I, honorable audience also, and Dilip ji and our Sujit ji, I recommend that first they should understand this Gita, what is Gita, what Gita says, how to get that character in first in self. If we have the character in self, then if we preach it to others, they will take it. Only verbal teaching will not work. Therefore, I have recommended the university, all the hostels should have. Why there is so much chaos, so much violence in universities? Why student groups are fighting? Why teachers and students why teachers and students have no cordial relations? They are at loggerheads. Everywhere their fighting is going on. The student elections, how many they are killed, firearms, use of firearms, any violence. how to get rid of from that? It is only the Gita will make it. We shall get rid of from the educational institutions. We shall remove this chaos, this enmity between student groups and very bad relation between professors and students. All this should be removed, means Gita should be there in every hand. Every youth should have a Gita in his hand. If we could do so, I hope that certainly the coming future of India will be bright and the youth will be all with human character. They will give all, they will be responsible, they will give happiness to family, they will bring richness to society and peace to the nation. Thank you, thank you, thank you audience, thank you Ajit ji. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Thank you, Guruji. Today I am feeling very blessed by getting all our questions answers, and it will be definitely inspires us, Guruji. Once again, I am very thankful to you to have giving your precious time to us, and we will hope the same in future. Thank you, Guruji.